Magazines use photos to attract the reader's attention, and readers use them to choose which articles to read.
Magazines today are very visual, so photos play a huge role in magazines, and we generally try to use strong images to whatever story we use. The function of photo captions are just to give information on who is in the picture, what story it relates to, and any kind of other details that might tie it in with the story that it's featured alongside.
Headlines also help readers to choose which articles they want to read. So if you're a parent, you might be attracted by this story.
The headlines are important because it's the first thing the readers see when they open a feature, so it's going to give them some kind of indication of what the feature is about.
The stories inside a magazine are different from news stories in a newspaper.
News ones tend to be more current and factual. They will provide a lot of information in the first paragraph, whereas magazines can basically tease out the story throughout the article.
So where do people read their magazines?
Well, if I got a magazine while I was in town, I'd probably go in somewhere and sit down and have a read over a cup of coffee maybe, you know.
I read them on the train home at the weekend, and whenever I'm bored in the apartment or whatever.
Trains, buses, anything like that. Just a quick flick when you're on your way to work or something like that.
If I'm going for a cup of coffee or something like that, I'll have one in my bag, my college gear, and I just kind of whip it out then and have a read through.
If magazines didn't have readers, they couldn't survive, so magazines like to hear from their readers.
We have a lot of areas in the magazine where we request the readers to write in. One of the main parts would be our letters page. Other areas of the magazine we would request readers to write in is for fashion dilemmas, for gardening, different places like that, and we love any kind of feedback that we can get.
Reading magazines helps you learn more words and practice your reading skills. Perhaps your writing skills too, if you decide to write into your favourite magazine. But most of all, we read magazines for pleasure.